shade. Walking around coke bottle shade. Couple of them be trying to wait. Now I'm singing to my reflection like mirror, mirror on the wall. He's fucking harder than them all. Your niggas wanna catch me out at the mall.
You can use that stand if you want to. Oh, for art y'all doing it? I'm gonna do that later though. You can do yours.
It's gonna be this one next to it.
Yeah. This? Yeah.
You in the camera too. I'm sorry.
Everything is VIP promoters popping bottles through. Just when you thought you was the baddest in the building, someone blew in just a bit more appealing. I'm slugging, yeah, you know I'm slugging. Boss bitch, dope chick, yeah, you know I'm slugging. I'm slugging, yeah, you know I'm slugging. Boss bitch, dope chick.
Hey everybody that's plugged in live. We about to get started. We have to bring you our featured artist from last week, Miss Alana DeVille, slugging. Make sure if you are tuning in, they need to get that discount.
Definitely do.
Because she got slugging apparel. It's lit. So you use Peachy 10 and get 10% off on your slugging apparel.
Curse for days on my bad ass. I see you mean mugging with your mad ass. I'm a bad bitch with my own dough. It's like I'm walking on clouds in my own glow.
You know they just play her song out
Wake up, salute, don't be a hater.
That's what she had on her page 2 days ago.
That's what's up.
Walking around with a big old butt. Sitting up, double D cups. Big old,
You gotta put it
No,
in
you gotta put it
eyes
in
too.
Huh?
You gotta put it in eyes too. Where is it?
It's right in the
there. Yeah.
Got you buying me new shit.
Okay. This is the real boss, y'all. We got the biggest boss in the house. Understand? Okay.
I'm slugging. Yeah, you know I'm slugging. Boss bitch.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Blueprint Radio. So we've been plugging in all week, but we have our good friend,
Yes.
Attorney Sierra Norris, in the building. So we were just listening to Slugging by Alana DeVille. Now that was our featured artist of last week.
Yes.
Oh,
She's one of my faves from Chicago for sure.
I just feel like we have a nice circle of women around us. Everybody's doing different things, but it's just
Life's better when women support women. We room for everybody black over here, especially black women.
Okay. We're not all black today.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm here for it. And you know what? Speaking of that, last week I went to the Melanated King Awards.
Okay.
They honored over 20 men that were servant leaders in their community. It was beautiful to see, y'all. It was a lot of love in the room. Because I feel like black men don't really get honored like that.
They don't. They don't.
Not enough.
Look, Sierra got a lot to say tonight. We about to jump in. Look, let me wrap it up. Shout out to Dr. Lauren for throwing that event, and we are in the Melanated Queen Productions. Now, we turned this into our studio, but this is a social space for you to come on in and to create. She has given us a place to create and do beautiful things. Put it on the camera, okay?
Absolutely.
So shout out to that. Now we have Sierra here, and she's on the move. So we're about to jump right in. Man, welcome back.
What's up? How you feeling? It's good to be back.
I'm feeling real good right now. Like, first off, you came on the show and you supported the Blueprint Radio when we first got started.
Yes.
I was only on for like an hour at the time, so you know, you always get mad props for that.
Absolutely.
Nah, it was a pleasure. It really was. It really was. I think it was a benefit for everybody that was a part of that. So I just, I appreciate you even having me. So
clapping hand emoji.
Right. It was definitely a benefit for me because it was my first time in the room with a lawyer that happened to be a black woman. I always refer to you as Black Girl Magic Emotion.
Mama was an OG. Like, don't let this skin fool you. I'm black.
Yes.
I love it. But you actually helped me with my project for school when I did the Central Park 5.
Yes.
We basically had to, and this is no disrespect to any of the people that we interviewed because we appreciated y'all as well.
Thank you for your participation.
But we had to shave off a lot of their stuff because she was dropping gem after gem after gem. And I'm like, no, guys, they need to see this. Our class
needs to see it.
Needs to see this.
And they were just like this. we're gonna take 2 to 3 minutes off of every other person that was on there.
Absolutely.
Let's add it on.
It took forever to get it down, but we got it, and we got it and everything.
Yeah,
everybody was super excited.
Nice.
But you've always come through, even when we were on the show before, like we were talking about you and just kind of like your personal experience, but you always give knowledge to the people.
Have to.
You always give knowledge to the people. And I mean, for me, I can appreciate that.
Period.
Have to.
There's been a lot that's happened since we last had you on the show. What's going on now?
Man, I'm blessed. I can't even fathom how I even got here. So I really just, a lot of people see me, dancing to Cardi B on the radio, but really, like, I be listening to gospel in the morning, just thanking God, asking Him to give me the strength that, I need to really fight this battle. We've expanded. I got a legal assistant. Shout out to Devin. She in the building.
Hey, girl.
She been holding me down. I got a paralegal. We starting to make this a real family situation. So my little brother, 27-year-old black man, he's
the flyest.
Look.
Can we take a moment to honor his suits that he wears?
Look.
This Taylor.
Look.
He come in, I'm just like this. Well, hello.
Me, I dress him.
Yes.
I make sure he's fly, and this is just the beginning of it. So.
Right.
We've incorporated a receptionist because I couldn't keep up with the calls. There was so much love and so many people that, needed my help and wanted my help. And I just felt like I was missing so many people.
Right.
So we incorporated a receptionist. I got my brother down here. He's doing client relations, setting up a meeting, getting the finances together. Because the IRS ain't going to have us out here. Like,
okay.
They'll be like,
no,
we're going to be all the way A1. I think I'm going to be in a position to hire an associate. Come this spring, I'm gonna need some more help. I got too much work.
We already talked. However,
that's amazing. That is amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Look, we're not gonna disclose everything, but we work closely with each other.
Yes,
so for me, it was really like an honor to just kind of see everything flourish.
You've seen you've seen where I've even come in this year.
Yeah.
Building something while doing something. I give the analogy. I'm trying to build a house, and I'm throwing up the walls while we setting the foundation.
Right.
And usually that's not that's not how you're supposed to do it, but. You need it to come in as you build. So we're building at the same time that we're trying to solidify the foundation. I never want to lose my access to people. I never want to lose that family, personal aspect. Right. I mean, Devin got my phone right now just off the off chance, somebody called me. I ran in here and one of my clients was, the sheriff's office was messing with him. I'm like, look, like I'm about to be on the radio, but if you need anything,
like call me.
Exactly. So, just making sure that they still feel like they're taken care of despite how much we grow, because I never want to be the type of attorney or the type of person where my people don't have access to me. It's just that I need to spread that access a little bit.
That's
more,
right. That's right. Girl. Okay. Now I want to know, since we did open up the show and we were talking about being for our people, being a black woman in law, what are some of the things that you've had to deal with? Because I think that's not something that we talked about the last time you were with us.
Oh, I think that's a really good question, because I actually dealt with that today. I don't get calls for DUIs. I don't get calls for narcotics. People call me for heavy stuff. The armed habituals, the 6 to 30s, 85, the pipe cases, the aggravated batteries, and I think what has been my my biggest challenge and my biggest saving grace is understanding the lay of the land and making sure I'm at home. 26 in California, they've known me since I was a student. I treat the janitor to the judge the same. The court reporters know me. The clerks know me. They have my back, and it's starting to come into the situation where it's like, I'm telling my clients, like, I'm young, so you gotta give me some time to feel this out, make sure it's a safe place.
Exactly.
But I think that as I grow and as I continue to showcase that I'm not just smoking brimstone, I'm not just on Instagram talking shit, like I actually do this and I do it well, that these judges are starting to, open up these courtrooms to me and let me eat and let me work and let me really be heard. And that is huge, because I personally think that the new face of criminal defense is a black woman.
Ooh.
But look,
what you
It's gonna be your
railroad,
okay?
Period. Like we coming back for every single person we come back for. But traditionally, criminal defense has been really locked down by a select few people who have names, and their fathers have ushered them in, or and I don't have that.
Right.
So what I have is my relationships and the people that are like, go see,
right, we see you, we're rooting for you,
like we believe in you. And so I
Right.
think that it's been challenging to an extent, but I feel like we're over that hump, in the sense that everybody in the room is starting to get it, like,
Exactly.
oh, she doesn't have to be here, like she could be doing something that wasn't as stressful. And I was telling somebody today, I said, sometimes the pressure hit all at once, but then I realized, I take a step back and I realize it's not pressure, it's purpose. God put this in my heart for a reason, and he gonna make sure to soften the hearts that he needs to, and he gonna make a way, even when I don't know if there's a way. So it's been good, and it's nice because my clients, they believe in what I'm doing. They could go hire somebody with a bigger name or something, but they really want me to win because it's like little sis, big sis, one of those. It's like, I like her. She understands me. Yeah. And with that understanding, it allows me to cope the way that I represent my people. And that is different than a lot of what people are used to in this game. And so I'm trying to stay true to that.
You're getting through with it,
man.
But what I love about what you said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But what I love about what you said is how important your relationship is with the people. That's right. And being accessible, and how you relate yourself to big sis, little sis. But I look at it more as our people in trouble. Who do they go to? Queen Mother. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Who can help them get out of this situation?
Right.
That
and
actually
with
cares.
that actually cares. And then with that going along with the face of criminal defense turning into a black woman, baby, you tied that in. That is a book.
Look.
Okay?
And it should be.
We find out you need to write a book.
It's coming.
Meanwhile, we both have degrees in English. We can edit.
Listen, I'm not even gonna lie. It's on my bucket list. A book. I want to do like a fiction book, but I also want nonfiction. I feel like what I do a lot is I give knowledge and plays through entertainment. Yes. See, and a lot of people look at social media like, oh, our generation is wrapped up in social media, or oh, they're not. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to use social media the way that it's being used against us.
Right.
Because I'm going to teach you something while you're being entertained. And all of a sudden, now it's like, well, Sierra said, Sierra said this. And instead of me, putting, and I don't knock anybody's hustle, but I don't do skits, I don't do, funny memes or anything like that, but I'm still very, personable. And I use comedy, and I use my personality to really showcase some of the things that, that concern me. And sometimes when you deliver it in that way without so much fear tactic or so much guilt, it allows people of all colors, of all races, of all creeds, of all generations to hear what you're saying, because you don't deliver it in a way that makes people feel bad. You deliver it in a way that makes people feel good.
Right.
And
you're very relatable.
Definitely.
Very relatable.
And you know what? I honestly was nervous the first time that I met you. Because we were talking and she's like, oh, I'm going to have a lawyer come on. And I was like, girl, no. I'm from the South Side. Right.
We don't do that.
Don't do that.
We don't know them.
Right. I don't know what this is going to be.
And the thing, when you spoke earlier about, as far as like you had to get those relationships, first off, when you walk into the room, and I'm not even, the thing about it is, like, we can talk about our queens and when they're doing stuff. You came in and captured, like, when I first met her, I was like, well, ma'am, who are you?
Right.
What you got going on?
Yeah.
So I think that's really good. Like, when I watch the videos, I think that it is excellent that you are able to relate to people. It's like they listen to music. They get on their level.
Right.
And then they'll be able to take in the things and they'll be able to learn. Right. But I know when I talked to you and I asked, I said, okay, what is one thing that you did want to focus on when we sat down and talked? Gun laws. You mentioned a little bit earlier. Why do you think you're seeing an influx of those cases now?
I think in this, I could talk about this all day, but I'm going to try to be real concise about it. We live in a very liberal state, okay? And we're blue. right? And so we're very liberal. We're very, we want everybody to have the same chance. The problem, though, is that with being liberal, sometimes we can fall victim to the fear tactic media that comes with, what happens when people are using guns in a way that, puts people in fear for their safety, for their children's safety. And so then that fear is leveraged to create these insane sentencing guidelines, right? So people get the first pistol, right? They get the first pipe and it's nothing. Aggravated
57 years.
Aggravated, no. First pipe is aggravated UW, easy, 1 to 3.
Okay.
1 to 3. Anybody can do 18 months. Come on, we're gonna fight it. We don't have that much to lose. It's just 18 months. The top is 3 to 50. What people don't know is you get that second pipe, it's 7 to 14 now. Because the legislator just changed the discretionary guidelines. So instead of it being 3 to 7, which is the typical class 2, now they're using the previous gun to enhance the sentencing. So now it's 7 to 14. And even though it seemed like discretionary, the judges have to give a reason why they're coming off of that 7. So now you just jump from 1 to 3 to 7 to 14. And hold up, don't catch a third, because now you in armed habitual land. And armed habitual is what I deal with a lot. We're talking 6 to 30 at 85%, which means at the bottom, you're looking at 5.2 years off the bottom. And my thing is, I wouldn't be worth my weight if I was like, yeah, give me this bread, and by the way, you gotta do 5.2 years.
Right. So
it's like the pressure that comes with that is like, you really out here saving people's lives.
Yeah.
Like there's a real live chance that these guys are getting double digits at 85% off of a gun being up underneath the seat, or a gun being in the vicinity of where they're in. And a lot of people don't understand that because of the fear that's leveraged.
Right.
We live in a state that is so liberal that the gun laws are conservative against the biggest voting and urban base. And what it does is it extends slavery. It extends these things that we're the segregation, and it takes our most important capital out of our communities, our black men. Black men are the leader of the household, whether you're black, whether you're Puerto Rican, whether you're white. It's the most important capital to any community. And we have these gun laws in Illinois that are hurting. And by hurt, I don't mean H-U-R-T. I mean hurting as in H-E-R-D, like hurting these black men in and out of prison. But we live right beside Indiana. And Indiana, you get a gun case expunged. You can get it off your record. So we got guns coming from Indiana, getting pumped into Illinois. And our gun laws are so harsh that they are stealing black men from our communities for years. Right. And a lot of people don't get it. Like, they cop out to the first gun. And because they want to come home. And then the second gun happened, and now you're looking at 7 to 14, and I'm not about to cop you out for 7, 8, 9. That's not me. Right. I'm not about to send you to prison. I want to be better than that.
Right.
So you have to go just as hard on the litigation. You have to go such as hard to beat it as you do on the negotiation. Like, I back my clients up. Like, no, you're not taking 9. You're going to sit down. You're going to take care of your mental. You're going to let me do the heavy lifting. And we're going to negotiate for something better, because this is ridiculous.
Exactly.
So the gun laws are really, really harsh in Illinois when it comes to sentencing. And if you're not in a safe place, if you in a courtroom with a judge that don't like guns, and with a state's attorney that don't like guns, we in foreign territory.
Right.
We're and
especially like depending on where you have it, because there's certain like counties and different things where it's like, okay,
I know I'm not supposed to live. If you're gonna commit a crime, could do it in the city, dog. Like, please do not go out to DuPage and DeKalb and Juliet. Right, Kankakee. Like, come on.
One of them towns where you just like this, you cannot definitely say that belongs
to
Illinois.
They can smell the Cook County on you.
Like, I come in from Cook County.
No, I come into 26 in California. It's like, yeah, what's up, Sierra? Hey, you coming here, Red County? What's up, G? Like, I come into like Will County, and everybody's like,
Attorney Sierra Norris.
You got Sierra. It's like, oh wow, okay, this is gonna be a problem.
Right. I mean, and I assume that you can feel it, but you know what I love to see on your stories and stuff, or just even your timeline, the success stories. And it's way more of those, you know. Or what amazes me, when it doesn't even go to court. I'm like, but how did you do it? I did want to ask about that.
I had a little bit of a hot girl summer this time.
Okay,
I got a couple of things still in the way. Like, there's a couple of wins that are still cooking that a lot of people don't even know about. But I was very blessed to have an amazing summer and a streak that I hope will solidify myself and my firm into this community and really do what we need to do so that we can continue to help people. But I use Hot Girl Summer. You know, I won. You know, Hot Girl won this summer. So
yeah, because we was out here, we was looking fly. I was like, I need some wins like that. So I'm like, you don't even have to go to court. Okay, talk about it. Now I did know that you did a little bit of like, well, let me not say a little bit because we don't use that word.
Girl,
as far as the activism with the hospital,
Blue
Island, is that still something that's ongoing for you?
So I, for those who don't know, I'm also the village prosecutor of Blue Island. So I was shout out to Mayor Domingo Vargas, up for re-election. We will be working on that.
You will win.
So he he appointed me to that position, and in that position, I moved to Blue Island, and my son goes to private school down there now, and people know me. And one of the things that was happening was they were going to close Metro South, and there's been a lot of back and forth about the pros and cons to that. Yeah. And one of the things that I spoke on, whether or not it gets closed or whether or not it stays open, is the accessibility to resources like that within a community. And the ability to, know that there are those types of resources in your own neighborhood and your backyard. Schools, libraries, hospitals. Those are the types of things that really bolster a community. When those things leave, jobs leave with them, and opportunities leave, and the community gets spread out. Right. And it really comes down to community at the end of the day. With everything, it comes back to community. And when those types of resources are taken out of communities, especially in the South Side, it systematically cripples those types of communities, because you can go to any community on, the north side of the burbs, and you can get to a hospital within 5 minutes. Yeah. You go to the South Side, and you lucky if you get to a hospital in 20 minutes, and you better be lucky it's not backed up. And so even though the hospital needed support, and it needs more funding, and it needs more support from the community, removing something like that from the community can have serious ripple effects. Yeah. And so that's one of the things that I was advocating about. I do want to be a little bit of an advocate. A lot of people, and just for the record, for anybody who's watching this, my stage attorney friends, my judge friends, I just want to make it clear, I don't want to be a judge, okay? I really don't. I don't want to be a judge. I don't want to do any of that. Hold on real quick. Let me get this together. I really want to be somebody that anybody can call, from any town, from any state, from any situation, and really truly have an advocate. Whether it is single moms, whether it's people who are dealing with the criminal justice system, whether it's somebody that needs a situation handled. That's the kind of thing I wanted to be. I went to school and became a lawyer because in this world, there's only two ways to move up the social mobility ladder. One of them money, and I ain't had that. And the other one was and the other one was power and influence. And being a lawyer made it so that I could be a living, walking resource. It's something that somebody can't take away from me. It's something that I can provide a service for. And so in providing that service, I really just want to be on the side that's just right. What's best for human beings. And I don't believe that your socioeconomic status, your race, where you live should dictate your livelihood. And that's really what I want to advocate for all around, is just making sure that people are given the same type of shots.
Ooh. A word.
Always a word. Always a word. I told my followers this morning, I said, listen,
y'all better...
one thing about it is if you missed the first one, shame on you.
And if you didn't go back, because we played the replay for y'all when we was on vacation.
Several times, though. We've done it.
Sierra, when you were on the show the first time, that is still to date the highest viewed one.
I'm humbled by that.
On Facebook Live, because it wasn't, we do a lot of jokes. We invite artists and different people on there, but we do like to have our guests where it's like we can have fun, but let's talk about the real stuff that's going on.
Absolutely.
For real.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm humbled by that. And I've actually had people who stopped me and were like, I saw you on Blueprint Radio, and I tell people,
What?
No, a couple of people. No, literally, like
Right.
some moms and some girlfriends, because in my thing, I deal with moms and girlfriends a lot. All right. And I have people who call me and they're like, I want you to take my case. I said, is your mama gonna be paying for it? Yeah. Okay. I need your mama to have a meeting with me right now, because we gonna get this out the way. All right. We gonna get this out the way right now. I need your mom to understand and excuse any followers that are under 13. I don't know. I need your mom to understand you didn't choose me with the wrong head. All right. So she need to come down. We need to sit down. You, your girlfriend, your baby's mom, your sister. I need them all.
Everybody.
Okay?
Everybody.
The whole crew.
Because I'm not about to fight y'all and fight this case at the same time.
Mm-mm.
And I understand that I don't look like your average attorney. I don't sound like your average attorney. I don't move like your average attorney.
Okay.
But I know what I'm doing, and I'm doing it for the right reasons. And
That's right.
So yeah, being on here, I don't have the luxury of being from Chicago. But then again, it's also kind of a luxury not to be from Chicago, because nobody really knows me. And so having certain connections, like being on Blueprint Radio, it allowed me to reach a certain audience and a certain base that was like, oh wow, I get to see what you are like outside of court.
Right.
I'm able to see what you're really about, and you're about what we're about.
Right.
And I didn't think
really
that was what you were about, because I just got this glimpse of you in court.
Right.
With your little strut and whatnot, because I be strutting.
Show do. But we used it for B-roll. We sure used it for B-roll. She can walk.
I need you to walk down the aisle, please. Thank you.
Yeah, she walked like a lawyer, baby. Let me tell you something. It's power in every step.
And you know
she here with
what
her.
I'm going to need for you to do, and we'll talk about this. I'm going to need you to go ahead and start you a Pinterest and start putting them outfits on there.
All right, okay.
Because first off, I personally on Pinterest have an album where I will save little outfits, and it's not only that, you get it and then you can click the link and actually shop for it. They need to know.
I do showcase my creativity through my outfits a lot, and I do want to know that, like, I don't wear designer. I don't buy Gucci. I don't buy Prada. I don't buy Louis Vuitton. I don't buy Tom Ford. I don't take my money and invest them into materialism, which is a whole other thing we could talk about, Black people. All right, my loves. I don't invest them into materialism. I invest them right back into my practice, and I invest into people. But my style is something that I really like. It's how I showcase my personality, and I am on a budget.
I do it through my hair.
My hair and my clothes.
Right. I want people to know, like I wore this yellow jacket that's in my Instagram that I got so many compliments on. I got a compliment on it today from a sheriff that was like, "You was on 10." I got that yellow jacket from New York and Company, Gabrielle Union's line, for like $60. It looks like money.
It does look like money.
It looks like money.
But you always look like money to me.
Always.
So.
And I dry clean. I dry clean a lot.
Please dry clean.
Please dry clean.
Don't throw your stuff in the closet.
I don't need no wrinkles.
I need to write that down.
See, somebody got a pen right now.
Right.
Like, you said the dry cleaners?
Right.
Right.
Now, before we let you go, I do want to know, because what we like to do on the Blueprint Radio is kind of like set what is the next thing. We put our goals out there.
Manifestation.
Thank you. Because the word, it left me. Baby, it was on Halstead.
When it got it for you.
What do you want to manifest for closing out this year, beginning 2020? Put it out there.
All right. So we're going to close out this year with a couple more W's. All right. There's going to be a couple more armed individuals coming down the pipe. There's going to be a couple more people that are coming home. All right. This last quarter is to solidify my name and my firm into this game. Okay.
You already in there though, so let's go ahead.
But we cementing it. We cementing it. Like, I will not be moved. Like, there is nobody that can touch it. Next year is really about bringing another person who I believe in, another young attorney or another person to expansion.
Okay.
I can't do this by myself.
That's right.
And when you believe it, I will never fall victim to God complex, or I can't do this by myself. What I want to do and the type of influence I want to have, I cannot do by myself. I need people to rally behind me. I need people to believe in this. I need other young Black intellectuals to want to be a part of criminal defense. So often I hear people say, well, I gotta take care of me before I take care of anybody else. Okay, well, check this out, bro. I came out the mud, bro. I had a kid at 16. I went to foster care. I put myself through school. I waitress. I didn't make no money in law school. I was the poor kid. And yet it's still, I'm here, right here in the trenches with my people. And I'm living. I'm working. I'm making money. I'm doing good. And I'm also doing good for my people. So I kind of want to like revamp that mindset that says, oh, I got to take care of me first. No, we got to take care of each other. So it's really going to be about expansion and incorporating and growing. You know, I want, you know, and I'm going to speak this into existence because I haven't, you know, it's just an idea. I want a legal aid next year. For everybody that cannot afford me, I want a legal aid in the South Side. I have a couple of little connects that I'm looking for.
That's beautiful.
No, that I'm looking for in the South Side. I only need a certain, you know, operating budget. You know, we're gonna have some fundraisers. We're gonna work with churches to get right. We're gonna work with churches. I don't want to get to. It's gonna get to a point where I need a certain amount of money to move because of the amount of pressure that's gonna be put on me for the certain cases that I start to get because I'm good. Right. But I do not want my growth to mean that that I'm so exclusive that I can't help the people that I really came into this game to help in the first place.
That's right.
So I really want, before I really grow this firm, this private, you know, for-profit firm, I want a legal aid in the South Side.
That's right.
I want a paralegal. I want an attorney. I want a receptionist. I want somebody to be able to, it's like, look, I understand you can't afford me. I need you to take what you have and I need you to go here.
That's right.
But I need you to also understand that with that, I will be there to make sure nothing goes wrong. But this young attorney, you're giving them a chance while we're giving you a chance.
Okay.
You know? So that's how you help each other. That's how you grow something.
That's right.
So it's like, okay, I understand you want a private defense attorney. You can't afford me because I'm only one person.
That's right.
But what you can afford is my protege. You can afford the person that I'm teaching.
Okay.
Right. You can afford the person I'm teaching.
That's right.
And at the end of the day, when something's set down, when there's motion, when there's heavy lifting, you can be assured that I'll be there. That I'll make sure that everything goes right.
And oversee
and then and I'll make sure that we're good. But I really want there's a lack of legal aid and legal representation in the South Side, and that is really what I want. I do not want to turn into one of those attorneys that only sees money. Eventually, I want to cripple the criminal justice system in the sense that I make so much money from someplace else that I get to do this shit for free. I can't do that right now, right?
That's okay.
I had to build first.
That's right.
Right? And so I really, really want to solidify my private firm and really open up an avenue of legal aid soon to the South Side to really give everybody yeah.
That's amazing,
girl. And you know what? It's going to be really beautiful to watch that journey because, like, from when we met, I mean, just all the ladies that I feel like that I know and that I deal with, once we say we're going to do something, nothing will stop until we do it. Like, we are trying to manifest getting on a major network, be it if it's satellite or FM.
Oh, y'all want to do it.
We will be in your city. Our big heads is going to be on the billboard.
And I'm riding with y'all the rest of the way.
Man, we're
the
gonna
whole
be
way. I'm going to be like, what's up?
We're going to be able to walk away from our 9 to 5s to do what we love. Honestly, like this is what we love. Like if I could sit up and just talk and have fun and, you know, interview my colleagues and my friends.
A lot of people don't understand though. It's follow through. It's discipline.
That's right.
There's a short and long term gain in every game that you do.
That's
and
right.
a lot of people don't understand. I rushed dishes. I moved tables. I cater waited for 10 years.
That's right.
I worked in conditions that I did not want to because I saw where I wanted to be in the long term.
That's right.
So I didn't tap out when I could have gotten a law firm job. I didn't tap out. You know, I said no. I know what I'm working for, and I'm going to be in the trenches for this amount of time because I know that long term play is going to pay off as long as I'm disciplined and I have foresight. And so it really is about its consistency, and y'all have been hella consistent. Sorry, I don't know if I said that.
You can.
Right. Y'all been super consistent. And it really is that consistency that really pushes people through. A lot of people tap out right before it's time to bust.
Right before the breakthrough.
Right before it's time to bust.
Well, before you leave us, let everyone know how they can get in touch with you, follow you on social media. Because y'all got to see the videos and stuff.
All right, bet. So, office number, 312-625-6129. Again, that's 312-625-6129 for any type of legal services, for any type of criminal services. As far as my social media, it's Attorney Sierra Norris. Cierra Norris like Chuck. Attorney Sierra Norris. Double R's. And then also I have my website, which is cnnorrislaw.com. Again, that's cnnorrislaw.com. You can remember it by CNN. Those are my initials. Sierra Nicole. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my mama.
Thank you.
She's so sweet.
Right.
That's my OG. That's my OG. I wouldn't be here without her. So, yeah, please follow me on Instagram. That's my biggest platform. You'll see me rapping Cardi B and Cash Doll. Shout out to her new album. She hit that.
Yeah, she did. I enjoyed it.
Playing the game.
Yeah,
thank you, Cash Doll, for your contribution to the
thank
music.
you. We appreciate you.
And then I do my car chronicles, which I want to do a little bit more of, but we're about to revamp the marketing in the next year.
Okay.
It's gonna be really interactive. I want to incorporate certain skits.
I'm hopping in on one.
You got to.
Like, hey, hi, how y'all doing?
You got to. I'm gonna be looking for people. I want to start doing the skits on Instagram to teach people how to interact with cops and what their law is through entertainment. So we have a lot. We have a lot that we want to do, and I have a lot that I want to share with people. So
they're not ready yet. Huh?
they're not ready.
They in preparation.
They better get ready.
Because I'm coming.
Well, we have to thank you for coming on and sitting with us again.
Absolutely.
I feel like, it's probably going to be a little bit because she's so busy before you come back.
No, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do this more. I really do like
and
doing
our
it.
legal tips.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Legal tips.
Right.
Because the thing about it is like she's sharing with y'all. She's dropping the gems, people. Okay.
I'm going to do one tip. Okay.
One tip tonight. Okay.
One tip. I get a lot of police reports where my boys are like, they talk to the cops like, can I work with you? Can I give you some? I know all y'all don't want to pretend like y'all not snitches or whatever. I know y'all trying to send them off. The cops aren't your friends, okay? If you in that precinct, if they don't put the arrest report, if they don't put the handcuffs on you, you're done. They're looking for a reason to charge you at this point. They're not looking for a reason to let you off. So I know it's hard, but put your head down and wait for bond court, and please don't say a damn thing, okay?
Be quiet.
Because I'm going to tell you this right now. We live in Cook County. You get a pipe case, there's a 98% chance that they're not going to have any fingerprints on that case, not on that gun. Not because there's not fingerprints, but because they can't sustain the amount of tests that they would need. So no fingerprints, no statements. There's a good chance I can get you off. But if you open up your mouth because you think the cops are your friends, they got a job to do. And their job is to root out crime. And you having a gun unlawfully is a crime. So just please, be quiet. Do me and you a favor and just shh. That's it. That's all.
I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I wasn't
Period.
I don't know what's going on. That was a word. So instead of running and opening your mouth, just be quiet.
You're not going home.
Dash Attorney Sierra Norris.
Right. Hashtag.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be right back. We've got some Angels Cry by Mama Million. She blowing up.
I know.
She is. I'm proud to see.
Me too.
She's young and she doesn't curse and all that other stuff. I'm like, this is the type of music I need to be listening to.
It is. Instead of brah.
Yeah, I
Shut you up again.
Brah.
I like that too. Like,
Well, before you take a picture with it.
okay, yes.
You sit down. Man, I need them shoes quickly.
Okay.
They look so comfortable. Right. So look, we don't have to probably do the selfie because we don't have to go. Come on, girl.
Even get my soul nothing to lose, risky go. Fighting back these tears, cause I know one day we gon' fall. Give it to my blood, so I make it happy, dog. I'm ready. ready to walk, but I know first I gotta crawl. Ain't just stepping on their necks, I have my back against the wall. Look my OG in the eyes and told her she can have it all. Been working with my business, praying on my downfall. Gotta get my brothers out the trenches. I know they tired of running from the jakes and hopping fences. Found my motivation, finally came back to all my senses. Too distracted, I ain't been focused, mama, I gotta stay consistent. I listen. Now it's time to put me in a Hellcat. Free my brother, bitch, outside of sitting with them sales at. I can't even drink, show me the same level of rolling it. I feel like I'm outside, I don't even know where my head at, yeah. Gotta go hard before the man above bring me home. I remember fighting for the
No, we gonna do that one on the first
day.
day.
The first day. Off the door.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go to end of the year.
Because I'm going to give you more time too.
Okay.
You good? Right.
You a whole boss out here. You a whole boss. Okay. Right. Please stop. It's probably going to another song, but that's okay. Y'all better follow her hashtag call Sierra, please, and thank you.
Right. Don't be no
If you didn't know,
Period.
I'm gonna get in the camera. If you get pulled over, please don't talk to the police. Be quiet.
Right.
What they say? Hush your mouth.
Right. Hush your mouth.
Okay.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm ready. We need comfy shoes.
Yeah. We put that on the list. Come
Right.
Yeah. Cause I want the slides though. I'll be wanting my little toes. I be needing all of that.
I got my little shit at Walmart. I felt I was doing so.
I know that's like the other one.
I was like that. And we got to talk to the people. I got you.
You know I asked this other thing.
I need somebody to plan. I have the ideas, but I don't.
All right.
All right, I want
That's
to.
what I do.
It's
right.
I gotta tell you, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I need somebody who can take my idea and do it.
Give me the idea. I'll write it so you can see it.
All right.
It was nice to meet you, baby.
Thank you for having me.
No, of course. No, thank you for coming all the way and having to go all the way back to the city. That's ridiculous. So we gonna make it. We making it up.
Y'all, we will be back in one moment. We are getting ready for Hated It.
That's the emotion.
My feet up and I'm laid back.
I like this song. This is my song. We need to let this play. Ain't that the way the song goes?
Everybody on the live, Sierra just left the building. If you missed it, you better just catch the replay.
Period.
See, it's just me and you tonight now.
That's good.
How you feel about that?
I'm actually excitable, quiet as a scout.
Did she get her
Huh?
I think she had her better.
That's what you choose. I'm on stage rocking, I'm sweating. Laying lost like a paved road. That smooth ride for a heavy load. We eating good like a plate of gold. My team on, we super swole. Still spitting them dope rhymes that got you going like dope.
You ready?
You speak the truth, no house alive.
I gotta move them shoulders, man.
Lightsabers and speed racers. The force stronger than young Don. Fat asses and pretty faces. Retro future, heavy ties. You was talking shit while I paid dues.
All right. That was why we see the nerd with Van Gogh, and y'all know we had to give y'all a little Angels Cry by Miss Mama Million.
Yes.
She has so many streams. Y'all need to go ahead and follow her. She is the youngest to do it that then came on the show. So we are loving that. If you missed Attorney Sierra Norris on the show,
Yeah, you too.
Ma'am, I feel like she took it to church, the courthouse, school, work,
Yes, everywhere.
the club. We went everywhere.
We went everywhere and we had a good time.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, T's gonna give us a little bit of tea before we go into Hated It, because this week mine's is real short.
Is
To the point.
it?
It is. So T, go ahead and put something in our cup, girl. What's going on in the streets?
So many things have been happening. As far as with beefs, people just being super petty on social media. What stuck out to me the most is Gucci Mane. I love him. Oh, goo-wop, if you will. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy...
It's goo-wop.
Oh, goo-wop, if you will. That's what I said, child. Listen.
Okay.
I enjoy him. I think that he is
hilarious.
A hilarious rapper and person in general. Not to say that he's a joke, because we know he ain't no joke.
Is this the real Gucci?
Well, see, this is how I know that this is the real Gucci, because of this beef. Okay? So here I am minding my business.
Were you really minding your business, or were you really not?
Of course not. I don't know how. I was being nosy on Instagram, and I saw him. He posted some kind of weird post about Angela Yee. So
I'm a little disturbed by that. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, in case you all don't know, Gucci Mane, a long time ago, like in 2015.
This is when he still had the belly.
Yes, he
Lemonade.
went on. Yes, one period. So he went on the Breakfast Club and he made some claims. Basically saying that Angela Yee was trying to, get on him. That she texted him, asking him about his hotel and stuff like that. And she was like very professional about it. Something I would not have been. And she was like, that has never happened, sir. What do you mean? She was absolutely confused with the entire situation. What are you talking about, sir? This never happened. And so he kept saying it, and he didn't apologize for it. Now, since then, he has apologized for all of his negative things that he has been saying about women, because he has made some crazy accusations that never happened. Apparently, he said some things about Nicki Minaj, which I remember those.
We're not gonna repeat those.
I'm not gonna repeat it, but there was definitely a lot of bodily fluids being mixed with that situation.
Oh, that's nasty.
But the problem is, it's gross. But the problem is that somebody, dare I say it, Safari confirmed it. So I don't know. But he apologized.
Nicki.
But he apologized to Nicki Minaj.
Nicki the beat.
Nicki, the wife of a rapist, the sister of a rapist. She perpetuates something that is a problem in our community.
Look, Law and Order SVU.
Listen,
I'm tired.
I understand. This is not about Nicki. This is about Gucci Mane. See how she take over everything?
I wasn't trying to. It disturbed me.
Anyway, so that happened. They recapped that conversation.
Okay.
He had said that he was banned from the Breakfast Club and everything, so they decided to hold a Breakfast Club court. And they thought that it was cute to play a interview that they did with Yo Gotti, where he was talking about that he had smashed Gucci Mane's wife, Keisha Kaur, the invisible waist lady.
Okay, you want me to be quiet? I won't say nothing.
Say it.
What I'm tired of is stop bringing up y'all old flings. We not kissing and telling out here in these adult streets. That's all.
Yeah, but Yo Gotti was talking about how he knew, and he did. He knew that was his girlfriend at some point, because she said that she used to mess with him, according to him. And that it was before they had relations, because they was asking him if it was too late. And he was like, nah, I ain't say that. I just said she told me. I told her that was the homie, and we did what we did.
Girl,
right?
Why they disrespecting that man?
So it was ugly of them to do that in the first place, because that is his wife.
Correct.
Now I do understand that he did not apologize to Angela Yee and everything.
He never will, probably.
But he, according to her, he reached out to somebody that was connected to her, and she didn't want to say who. And he was trying to apologize to her. And she said that she wasn't with you embarrassing me in public and apologizing in private. Completely understandable.
Right.
But there is a way to do everything. And I'm not saying that she's wrong.
No one's saying that.
Because she has a right to feel how she feels. I'm just saying that there's a way to do everything.
It is.
So, one of the ways that she could have done it, she could have been like, yeah, but we're going to do a publicity thing to make sure that they know we're cool. And we'll go from there. Then she can put out that he apologized. He can co-sign that he apologized.
Right.
Move on. Well, that's not what she did. She thought she was going to get some get back. Unfortunately for her, her co-worker is the petty god. Charlemagne the god, if you will. He interviewed Gucci Mane by himself.
I want to ask your opinion on that. Do you think that there's like some beef between them? Because I mean, like if somebody was like talking bad about you, I'm not gonna go and sit up there and be like, yeah, let me get you in the seat, you know, but you don't really like my friend.
Absolutely. There is an issue.
What could it be?
First and foremost, Charlemagne did reach out to them and let them know that he was going to do the interview and that it was going to be out.
Okay.
And they basically were like, okay, we know that you're doing it. It's not a big deal because everybody thought it was going to be fine. Now, I don't know that he told them what he had been saying about them. Gucci Mane got on television and did exactly what y'all think old Gucci Mane would do. He East Atlanta the mess out of that whole interview.
Please
Let me tell you
stop.
something. DJ Envy was so many P words.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I saw the clips that he posted, that Gucci Mane posted on his page. I was just like,
and he will slap the ish out of him, is what he said. And he can bring that dog too. I thought it was hilarious. Sorry, it was funny.
Did you say bring the dog?
Yeah, because you know DJ Envy got this little dog or whatever, and he just be a little thirsty about this little dog.
I know exactly what you're talking about. He do be on that dog real.
He be like super thirsty over this dog. The dog's not. Whatever. I'm not a dog person or a cat person, as you can tell. I don't do pets unless they like fish or something.
Girl, bye.
I don't have to clean up after fish that much. I just gotta clean the tank. Anyway,
see, I'm done with it.
You're not.
Move on. I'm done.
Listen, so all of this happened. Angela Yee has since unfollowed Charlemagne because he did not take up for her at all.
He laughed, actually. He laughed quite hard. He laughed from the bottom of his
Well,
stomach.
it was hilarious. I mean, they're not friends, obviously. So there was that. So keep them in your prayers because DJ Envy responded with, he ain't gonna do nothing to me, basically. That's basically what it said. He ain't gonna do nothing to me. I ain't never been slapped before. He lying.
He had about a paragraph of words.
It was a paragraph.
But to paraphrase it for all the people in the
I ain't scared of him. So what?
So the question is, should he be? Because, I mean, didn't Gucci like...
Gucci Mane killed somebody in self-defense, and right before he was going on this tangent with Charlemagne about his co-workers, he had said he didn't regret it. Do y'all expect Charlemagne to get up front of Gucci? Zone 6 Gucci. Okay? Right. East Atlanta, Georgia.
It don't matter if he got new teeth. It doesn't matter.
And argue with this man? And we know Charlemagne done been jumped on before by a rapper.
Yeah? Oh, man, T.
No, he did exactly what I expected him to do, child. Which was nothing. It was entertaining. He did a great interview. I enjoyed the interview personally.
It was a great interview, actually.
It was a great interview. Charlemagne did a great job.
Beyond that, but you know what? I mean, that loyalty piece is...
But we're different. You and I, outside of this, are friends.
I don't think that they're friends outside. They like how when we have to go to work on Monday, it's like, this just work.
This is just work. I mean, we cool enough for me not to like...
We okay.
Purposely do something to you.
Right.
I wouldn't purposely do something to you. But you not my homie. I didn't invite you to my wedding. You ain't my baby godmama. Don't nobody call you auntie. Don't nobody call you uncle.
We not really like that.
I'm not gonna sacrifice or risk my career to take up for you.
Agreed.
So I mean,
Okay,
there's
that.
that.
Okay, all right. You done dropped the bag in the mug now.
Well,
All right,
you know.
the tea bag.
Well, I does what I can. I think we should go on to Hate to Dip.
What's your hated it this week? I only have two, actually. Okay, so let me talk about.
It's supposed to be 3 men.
So, people that suck up at work. Let me look very dead staringly into the.
People that suck up.
Specifically, Black people that suck up at work when it is, you know, corporate America. Corporate America is mixed. It's very diverse. But it's just like, I hate to see the people that are like doing too much. Like for me, what I love, and especially, you know, I mean, we still work and everything. I can be myself. I don't have to pretend like I am flamboyant. Like I went to a grand opening last night that, you know, for my job or whatever the case is. And, you know, it was really, really good vibes and all that other stuff. But it was like, I was able to be me. I didn't feel like I had to be fake and just like,
Right.
proper. Let me not say anything. Yes, how she thought she, like none of that. You know, I was able to chill. But do you ever notice like, it's always that one. And you're just like, I'll do extra.
Yeah, and then that always means that everybody got to do extra now, because now everybody's been asked.
Like, I'm like, you set the expectation too high. Please lower it. I'm unwilling and unable. Right? I mean, T, have you seen it in your time?
Well, of course I've seen it, you know, and I usually walk the other way before they can ask me to do something.
For real? So, please stop. You don't do that.
Let me tell you something. Gym shoes on, laces tied.
We moving
My
on
brisk,
out.
my brisk walk. I gotta go to the bathroom. Excuse me. Church finger.
Yeah, I just don't like people. Like, don't suck up. You don't have to, you know, like kiss
It's
butt
not that
to
serious.
excel and everything. You can still be you and be as creative and as flamboyant or whatever it is that you are, whatever describes you. Don't suck up at work. Don't suck up at all. Like, I'm not even sucking up to regular people. Like, I'm like this. Hey, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be cordial. I'm gonna be respectful. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Exactly. That's it. That's what you paid me to do.
Okay, what's one of yours? What are you hating this week?
Okay, so some things have been getting on my nerves, child, and I
Look,
just want to start with this, really, because this grinds my gears.
Are you finna say
The whole thing about always the pads.
Girl, talk about it.
Listen, guys. Hey, okay, look at me. I love y'all. Okay, love is love. Okay, whatever you got going, have it going, baby. Change who you are, fine. That is your business. Why does it matter what the wrapper on the pad looks like? I didn't even know they had the feminine symbol on there. I didn't know. Because you know what I do with the
unwrap it
paper?
so quickly.
I unwrap it so fast and throw it away.
I actually try to LeBron it.
You know, why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? And guess what? People don't have menstruals. Women do.
They worried about the wrong stuff. It's like stay in your lane, bro.
Right.
If I had it my way, I wouldn't have one either.
At all.
Period.
Pun, everything intended.
I wouldn't have one. Stop worrying about stuff that we worried about. You don't need to worry about that.
Like, it's just not that serious. And I mean, it ain't even that it's pink. So what is the issue? I can't get with it. You know, look, when y'all was having y'all thing about getting married, I was, hey, let them do their thing. When y'all have y'all thing about being treated right, hey, let them do their thing. But the last thing I just posted was about a transgender woman going to a woman's spa to get a wax, and the esthetician didn't want to wax the scrotum. When you apply for jobs, you read the criteria. You say I can do this, I can do this, and I can do this.
Everyone can't read, T, so please don't make those assumptions.
No, I'm saying, no, when you go for a job, listen, I'm speaking on behalf of the esthetician.
Okay.
When you go for a job, you look at the things, the duties, and the things that you are supposed to do, and you're like, I can do that. I can wax the JJs all day. I don't have a problem with that.
I'm trained to do this.
I am trained to do this. This is what I want to do. I'm going to do it.
That's right. I'm happy.
In walks a transgender woman that has not had the thing done, because you know they.
Yeah.
So you haven't done that, and you want to be waxed, and the esthetician is like, "Hey."
Whitney said that R. Kelly can't read. Now.
Girl,
jump back in. I just had to.
He didn't apply for an job. That man has been singing. I'm not gonna do this with you, Whitney. Moving on. It just annoys me. Then he tried to sue the spa and lost. Yeah, you lost.
And they put up a very silly picture of him. I was just like, now, me personally, I would have had to reach out to the publication. Like, if you gonna put me on blast, put a better picture up.
That was probably the best picture they had. That was probably his number one picture, her number one picture on Facebook. I mean no disrespect. I really don't. I hope that nobody takes this the wrong way, because listen, I don't care. I accept you the way that you present yourself to me. However, stop trying to erase women and things that are specifically for a female body.
Correct.
Stop trying to do that. Stop trying to be like, oh no, everything has to be completely open and this and this and this. That's what the Native Americans did. And you see what happened to them. That's not funny. It's not okay. It's not fair.
No, it's
just stop. That is not that serious.
When I saw that, I found myself being very, very annoyed. Like, I'm just like this. Who the are you?
Right.
You know, like, how can you know, why are you over here? Why are you over here trying to dictate? Like, it's just like, hey, we accept you, sis. If you want to use the bathroom, I don't care. I don't get all these things.
I don't care.
I feel like a lot of the things that have been made into an uproar in terms of, you know, accepting, you know, that, you know, those people. I'm like, we don't care. We cool. We're not trying to erase who you are, what you have going on. But it does feel like, no, we're going to strip this away, make everything gender neutral. No, I'm a woman.
Yes.
And I don't want to be neutral to a man, because I for my life and how I live in my space, I identify with one or the other. I'm a woman.
Period.
I'm not a man. I don't want to mix those two.
I don't want to mix them.
I don't. But I don't have a problem with anyone that feels like this is what I need to. Sis, brother, ma'am, sir.
Whatever you prefer.
Do whatever you need to do. But it's like when I saw it about the wrappers on the sanitary napkins, I'm like, for real? For real.
Right. Who even noticed that? You got too much time on your hands. You need to be applying for a job and looking at the duties and responsibilities of a job.
It had to have been some other things involved. They're like, hey, this is a woman symbol on here. Go get you the equate ones. You gonna get one regular one, and ain't gonna.
And
have
it's gonna be, first of all, it's gonna be white or it's gonna be green, and that's
or
it.
Pink.
Or pink or orange. It's just going to be that. Ain't gonna be no symbol. Ain't gonna be no design. Ain't gonna be no art. And you live your best life.
None of that. That's the suggestion.
But it's a feminine hygiene product, because females need feminine hygiene products. That's my hated. What's your other one, baby?
Okay, kind of going along with that. Dirty women's restrooms. First off, who raised you all? The ones that put tissue on the floor. You leave water everywhere.
I just
you
don't
use a
understand.
sanitary napkin and don't sanitarily put it away. I made up words, and that's okay.
It's nasty.
You're savages.
And you shouldn't even be like that, because you don't want to walk in no bathroom that look and smell like that.
Why is the men's restroom always cleaner than the ladies' room?
Oh, absolutely. I've been told by the janitor at my job that it's worse in a female bathroom.
I would just like to offer a few tips. First off, wash your hands. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the ladies' room and I would hear somebody go in, because sometimes I go in there to have some time to myself.
Just to have
a moment. Wash your hands. Don't come in the bathroom and use the ladies' room and not wash your hands. That's disgusting.
Because you have to put your hand in something when you in there, and that's nasty. And you gonna come and want to touch everything.
That's first. Secondly, stop slopping water around like you a water animal or something.
don't understand what you're doing with the water.
I believe that they run
this?
it in there and they just like this. I'm gonna slap water all over the place, make this disgusting now. Stop doing that.
It's disgusting. I find myself wiping off the counter every time
I wipe it. Yeah, I like, because I'm. You know what? For me, okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go with the next one. The paper towels that you use to wash your hands, should you actually do that and follow that process? Make sure they actually go in the garbage.
Because that's all they have to do is go in the garbage.
Please.
That's it. It's nothing else.
Whitney said something that I'm not going to repeat. However, I will say, yes, ma'am, they're water animals. They go and they slap their hands on there and they do all of these things. Now, Whitney, you made a comment on here. I won't repeat it, but I will say that I think that it is all around. There's just some nasty women in general. I don't think that it's like based off of one. I think that I've been around all of them. I'm just like this. I mean, I've worked in Black-owned businesses. I've worked in diverse stuff, and all of the women's restrooms get disgusting at one point. Like, if you don't get in before 10 a.m., it's absolutely a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't understand it. Okay.
Yes.
When you actually go in the stall, take the time after you are finished to look and make sure that everything is okay. What is wrong with these people, T?
Why are you not making sure that the toilet flushed? Why don't you turn around and look? Am I the only person that be like what was going on in there?
Well, I'm looking just for personal reasons as well. Like,
you know, I need to see what happened.
Right, let me make sure, like, oh, you
right,
know?
right, exactly.
What's going on?
Like,
And it's not to get disgusting, but I feel like that, unfortunately, in the times that we're living in right now, because this is everywhere, whether it's a restaurant, work, the mall, or whatever the case is, this is something that's a common thing. So I feel like we need to break it down for those and really let you all know. My hated for this week is absolutely it's dirty women's restrooms. I mean, even just restrooms in general.
Absolutely.
Your restroom and your kitchen should be the cleanest thing going on in your situation. Because how you going to get cleaned up in a dirty environment?
I can't.
How can you cook in a dirty kitchen?
I can't at all.
I got like a couple dishes in my sink. That's being completely honest. But I would never go and start a new meal without getting those out of there.
I can't cook.
Maybe like a cup, like a spoon.
I can't cook with a sink full of dishes. And to me, a sink full of dishes is one person ate a whole meal and had a drink. That you wash them dishes. I've been conditioned. I think I might be traumatized, but whatever. I don't like it.
For real.
I don't want to cook in that. That's disgusting. While we're talking about ladies, I'm kind of sick of y'all and coming up with these beefs that don't nobody care nothing about no more. It's old. Shut up.
We don't care.
It's not that serious. Ra Ali from, I don't know, season 2.
Child, bye. Sis, I'm clocking out.
What was it, season 2 of Love and Hip Hop? Last time she was.
They want to be so.
She just is. I feel like she's really doing everything she's doing for clout. First of all, the stuff she said on this radio show, she would not say to Remy's face. Because, you know, they're not friends no more. But I feel like Rashida was not her friend in the first place. Because why would you put her in a situation where she would run into somebody that she didn't like? After you know she shot her best friend for stealing from her. If she'll shoot her best friend, what you think will happen to somebody she don't like?
Bow bow. No, literally.
Like, even if she learned her lesson and ain't planning to go back to jail, what do you think she'll do? Like, why would you do that? So I feel like you were never her friend to begin with. But you're discussing her for what?
Clout.
What was your purpose? And then this whole beef that now you have with Cardi B.
Girl.
Child bad. And then you wait.
They ran up on that girl at that party. Welcome to the party.
Like if you know what I'm saying?
It's
You so bad, you so rough, you so tough, but you only get into it with people on reality shows and stuff like that.
Right.
Cause she got into it with Scott and Scott tagged her several times on Black Ink Crew. Took hope. First of all,
I think she got like one good
wig. Oh no, she did have a wig on. Scott did have a wig on. She pulled Scott's wig off. That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Now that you said that, yeah.
That's all that she did. Like, you are not a fighter, so just stop it. Then you're into it with Cardi B's friend that just got out of jail. Shawty just got out of jail. She don't care. Right. She ate them years.
Right. She just like this. And
she like, girl, and I can still fight you. She's like, I'll meet you. We can meet. We can meet at a place. I won't call police. We can fight. I can go home. You can go home. Everybody be okay. Them the kind of people I like. I like people that are understanding. Like, you ain't nobody got to die. But we gonna definitely catch
like,
this
I'm not coming with my Glock. I mean,
I'm not gonna kill
you.
You
Don't show up with yours either.
let's have a regular normal people fight and let's just get over it.
I miss those. Don't you miss old regular fights?
Regular fights where you're not looking like
everybody be like, oh,
right. When nobody's getting killed, nobody's actually getting seriously hurt.
Might walk away with a few bruises, black eyes, possibly busted lips.
And usually it was the person that started it.
That was talking all the mess they couldn't fight in the first place.
Right. I just don't understand it. You go on these whole tangents talking about stuff that does not make any sense to anybody. Didn't you have a shoe line? Are you on Shoe Dazzle or something? I ain't seen Aaron Ali shoe. All I see is her arguing.
Yeah, I mean, she like the Azealia Banks though, like the one that's just like this.
I ain't heard Aaron got a record play. I ain't heard a record.
I couldn't even tell you the letters that's in one of the songs that she came out with. Let alone
she performed on Wild 'N Out when they ate her up. It was hilarious. It was probably one of their best shows ever.
I have to find the clip.
You do. DC Young Fly. Shout out to DC Young Fly. He is hilarious.
Yeah.
He is hilarious. He was the whole time he just was laughing at her like, I'm gonna wait for Wild Style. Cause she came for him for no reason. Like, she sang her little song and nobody even knew what she was talking about.
They was out there like,
nobody did that. Everybody was just kind of like,
okay.
Well, that's the end of the show, guys.
Like, are y'all gonna let us leave?
Right? Can we go? They were holding them people hostage. Ladies, we can definitely support each other or not support each other. Guess what y'all can do? Do you know that you can go into a room, meet another woman, neither like or dislike her, and nothing happens? Nothing happens.
I don't think that they know that. I don't think that they know that.
You can
literally, they're like, I see that woman. I'm finna start beef with that woman. You just like this. You like, sis, you really don't have to do that. She's really a nice person.
And she ain't gonna care that you don't like her.
And see that, you know what? I love to meet, like for me, you already know, we talked on the show plenty of times. I had to definitely clear house as far as with some people that were just around. They weren't really like, they just weren't my type of women anymore because we grow and we evolve. Like the women that I want to be around and be in rooms with, they see me shining too. And they know that they still shining. There is no like, oh, she's over there shining. Let me dim her light to make mine. We can shine together.
Definitely. My favorite thing to say is, you're pretty does not make me any less pretty. Yo smart don't make me any less smart.
It doesn't.
It's just, it could be just different. I could not agree with a woman and not argue with her and not go off, which a lot of people, because of my parents, don't think I can do.
They like this.
But
you want some BS?
No, but adult Tiara does not have to address everything. Tia Chanel definitely doesn't address anything. Tia Chanel really doesn't care, guys.
MzMetchi used to really be about it. Where, you know what? I don't know. I was just talking to my aunt about I'm like, girl, my temper be on 10,000. But I've calmed down and I've mellowed out because I just recognize that women that go around and start other beef with women are at war with themselves. Even the situations and the things that happened to me, you know, last year, like with people that I thought was my friends, which y'all probably looking, what you're looking at. You know, they were starting those things because there were things that were probably going on with them. You know, a lot of those things that I knew, and even in the midst of everything, I'm like, it's no need to release that. You going through something, sis. I'll meet you on the other side when you finally recognize that pettiness, that cattiness, all of the stuff that you're doing, you don't have to do that. There's a whole nother world that awaits you of boss chicks that can collaborate, they can sit down, and it's just like this. Instead of me going off on you because I had a bad day and trying to tear you down, just being like, sis, I had a bad day today. I'm not going to give you my negative energy that people are already placed on me, because every day,
just leave it alone.
Every day specifically that women, whether you're a black woman, white woman, Hispanic woman, whatever, when you walk out, the odds are not in our favor. Do you not get that?
Exactly.
See, I don't think that they get it though. So I think that that's a word today as far as like not having that beef. And I really can't wait to hop into the second part of our conversation stemming from last week in regards of like letting people go and stuff like that. Because people that start beef with you, like if you gonna beef with me, we don't need to rock with each other. Like you gotta go.
It ain't even that sick. My thing is, I am a person, I'm gonna start with this. First of all, everybody knows I'm relatively aggressive. Everybody knows that. I have been known to be a little spicy with my facial expressions because a lot of times you can see what I'm thinking, which I know is not necessarily fine. I am working on it. It is what it is. Most of y'all watch me because y'all love me and y'all know I'm going to give you the facial expressions. But the thing for me is I will check you. I will check you really quickly, like, hey, this is something that I'm not gonna
below
tolerate.
Below my standard.
I don't do this. Now, we can do a lot of things, just not that.
Right.
And I will do it immediately in the bud because I'm a transparent person.
That's right.
And I would rather us be able to end things amicably where we just decide we're not each other's kind of people. And move on. Or be cool beyond this and it not even matter anymore. I would prefer it to be that because I don't like that whole hanging over my head conflict. I don't like that whole weird energy like we gotta pretend like we cool when really I'm a little pissed with you.
I'm a very direct person.
I do not like that. I am going to be like, look,
sister, brother,
and if you ask me, I will tell you, hey, listen, today is not a good day for me. So that's why I'm not really talking as much as I
think that's why our friendship works. Because I'll be like this, you're not participating. I'm going to let you have your time.
And as soon as she says that, the crazy thing about it is you notice that something is wrong via text message. That is what's funny. You notice something is wrong via text message. And I'm quick to say, today has been a day.
Right. And I just be like this, and I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Like, well, I mean, but you know what? But you got to recognize that women that will continue to conflict, they'll see that, okay, sis is hurting. Sis is overwhelmed. Sis is going through some things. They take that personally and then treat you differently as a result of it. But the people that are meant for you will be like this. Hey, all right, I'm going to step back. I'll step back in when the time is appropriate. Right. And they, you know, people that love you know how to treat you appropriately.
Yes.
Given the time and the moment. Because this is the thing. Whether you friends, you messing with somebody, your co-workers, everybody not going to come in and it's not going to be good every day.
Not every day. Other than your kids, nobody expects you to always be on. And if they do, that's an unrealistic expectation and you are not responsible for it.
Correct.
I am not responsible for the made-up version of me that lives in your head.
Please get rid of that version. Because I know mine's liable to change like every other week.
Things change. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? People change. Grow up and learn how to have a conversation and move forward. That was my hated it. That was my all around get to it.
I think that
grow up.
But you know what? Although we went and we turned a couple turns, I think that it was most appropriate with that because women beefing with each other, I hate to see it. I hate to see it. Now, I'm not going to lie. I will read it on Facebook.
It'd be hilarious to read.
Or if y'all beefing going back and forth on Instagram, I'm going to take a look at a few of the comments. Now, if it gets to like 500 some comments, I'm like, baby, this is too much.
I'm just going to read the last ones that got my attention.
I'm going to be honest with you all as far as that's concerned, but it does pain me to see it. So, look, let's play a little bit of music. So, we have another artist tonight. Now, although he's not our featured artist this week, he's coming out with a new album. And this is the thing. You know what I love? Where I went to school at, as far as for college? There's so many artists.
There are.
So with this guy, this is actually personally one of my favorites that I wanted to play. So I reached out to him. I was just like, Chris, I'm finna play your record. So it's Dark Room Confessions by Just Chris. He has another album coming out. Shout out to him and his fiance. They are getting married.
Congratulations!
He literally moved and took over. Like, they have a band. They're really, really dope. So I think y'all will like this one.
Okay.
I wish I didn't think of you often enough. Losing you was an option. Check out the views from my optics, sitting on roofs of my focus. If I jump, I won't land on McNo. Drowned in liquids, couldn't tell me which one is holy. Your waters are interchangeable with what's in this cup. I saw guidance from my angel. Models don't bring me luck. And still I dream of genius. Rubbing this alcohol, stayed away from the tree. They only saw that the apple falls. Look at the root of the core. I turn these apples into apple juices just so you could ignore. Life brought me lemons. I went hungry. I'm not new to the score. I just shot so many shots that I'm usually sore. Mutual benefits. Could I mix this crown with this Benadryl? Would I be a faded king? Would Caesar's name be remembered still? If I showed you my negatives, would you leave me exposed? Could I be your role model without having to pose? Heaven could know. Rarely would tell. Don't tell me to hold on when I'm always withheld. Real niggas hardly fail. Feel like the bar is to fail. My life revolves around the way. Could you pardon my scale? Hard in my shell. Father from braille. I'm numb to the feel. Numb to the veil. I've been using my talent like my substance for sale. And everything is unorthodox. Just waiting for the world to stop spitting. Bringing my grimaces and whipping. I feel like I'm back to where I started up. I ran out of luck, I stole the bottle up. I've been saying yes to where nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Dreaming and scheming and driving and drinking. I just went. Dreaming and scheming and driving and drinking. I just went. Dreaming and scheming and driving and drinking. I just went. Dreaming and scheming and driving and drinking. I just went.
Hi, big boy, how are you? I received your call that your cousin took me out to lunch. I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.
I'm like, how long?
Pain never fades. It just transfers a different gauge. The same night, but a different day. A different day. A different days. A different shade with the same tone. Seems like repeating on the same song. Cloudy fears, exhausting my tears. Can't see my life in third person. Real men don't cry. That's the truth if I never heard it. Lie just in different wording. Time ain't on my side of the quiet. Drown out the sun. Let me drown in my feelings. Another shot at this henny. Don't pass the collection plate. Cause I can't split this 50. I just wanted enough to make my pockets so swollen. In need of a certain substance. Boy, you out of control. I just wanted to take her on expensive trips. And I've been claiming that she ain't even with this. Headed in my truer thoughts. I ain't the same. My breeze never true enough to make the people faint. Feel like I've lost a god of me. Feel like life indulges inside of me. Feel my father ain't proud of me. Feel like I'm sending texts to everybody who doubted. My vision's clouded, my memory's faded. I'll call you family, but we unrelated and nothing sacred. Holy waters drown my soul and still I float. My mother's prayers not reach high enough and she not cried enough. So what's the cost of transparency? Overdrafting my fountain of blessings for clarity. But you don't see it like I'm back to where I started up. I ran out of luck, I stole the pot of gold. I've been saying yes to what nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I feel like I'm back to where I started up. and scheming, driving and drinking, I just been dreaming and scheming, driving and drinking, I just been dreaming and scheming, driving and drinking, I just been dreaming and scheming.
Nico, Suave.
Suave.
Y'all funny.
Welcome.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good.
That's
so
good.
long.
Sing
He's been on.
Right
Get
now,
on the floor.
y'all
The
gonna do
feeling
this-
right here.
y'all gonna do this
Sing it.
like right now though?
I don't know any of the verses, so I had to really sing that with much emphasis.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's the only hook.
That's the only song by him that I really like that I don't know the words to.
Pretty much.
That's
I'm
that
like-
one I don't know. But I do know the other one
Am I
with
slow?
Pharrell. The song with Pharrell. What was it? It's on my head. I came in with my mic in my hand. Don't make me leave it with my foot in your.
Oh.
Be cool.
Oh,
And don't worry about how I'm tripping. When I'm flipping, while I'm flipping. This is what I do.
what is that song?
Rule bone, German Shepherd. Keep stepping. They don't
You
let
mess
me.
with me. And they dogs. Y'all can't catch me. And you won't.
Wait.
It's gonna be fun.
Please stop.
I
Okay.
really got it. It's on the tip
T,
of
go
my
into
tongue.
your T, because I'm over
It's
it.
on the tip of my tongue. But speaking of tips and tongues.
Whoa, see, you see what I mean? Why does she?
We weren't speaking about no tips and tongues now.
Wait,
Now, I don't know what you was teaching.
Listen,
I always tell her about that.
I know you.
Stop going into the section.
As I said
Since we
before.
talk about things and things.
We talk about this and that,
Right.
you know.
What?
happened?
Well, I know y'all know I was gonna get into this.
I know. I was wondering if it was going to be the first tea or the last tea to close out, because that's a big issue.
I tried to not get into it. I literally tried to force myself not to talk about this. However, the time is now. So R&B singer Tank, whom of which we have been a little confused about for a while now.
When we touch.
But I don't think he was talking about the touching. I don't know. So listen.
I have another version I'll sing after you.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Okay, so he went on a lip service with Angela Yee. How coincidental.
Angela need to stay out that mess now.
Yeah, it's more mess with Yee. Her and Melissa Ford. Now listen, I got side note,
I
guys.
love her. She
When
the
I
best
was
video
trying to
vixen.
remember Melissa Ford's name,
She was in Jadakiss.
y'all, why I typed Thomasina? I don't know where I got Thomasina from, but I wasn't paying. You know how you're not really paying attention and you just type in,
I'm letting my mind type.
and I'm just letting my mind type, and I'm like,
It's gonna pull
delete,
it eventually.
delete.
It probably pulled up like
Who
some
is-
anime or some crazy stuff. You just like, what is this?
No, literally, I typed Thomasina and I spelled it correctly because when I pressed space, the little red line didn't come up. A mess. I'm sorry, Melissa. I fools with you. I think you're a very beautiful woman, and I think that your real estate career is gonna take off eventually.
First off, you was the baddest video vixen. And
period.
I remember her from the Knock Yourself Out video. I was like,
Yeah.
I want 30-inch hair. I wanted to go down to my crack too. I actually, it was a
I
goal
always
for
thought
like.
that was too much. I always, because how do you wipe your bun?
She said she was a model for a year and a half. And then she took her pants off and that her hair dropped down.
Are you talking about F.A.B.Lo? B.O.?
No, ma'am. I'm talking about Jada Kiss Knock Yourself Out.
Jada Kiss sing that song.
Continue.
You right.
Continue. Okay, so if he
You
was
right.
on, he was on with Angela Yee, Melissa Ford.
Yes,
okay.
he was on lip service, which is her her large, because it is a big podcast kind of thing, and it's kind of dope actually, Angela Yee. So apparently I guess that they went on the conversation of that Memphis rapper that I received fellatio from another man or whatever, and his baby mama knew about it, so did his girlfriend, so it wasn't nothing
Like,
to
I was
say.
cool with it.
Yeah, they was all kind of cool with it or whatever. It was a weird situation. And he kind of was like siding with the guy on some, I mean, if you're curious about performing fellatio on another man. You try, you're like, I don't really know. And then you do it a second time. And then you're like, no, this is not for me. That does not make you gay. You are still a straight man. Right. So he got a lot of backlash.
I could imagine.
Is he married? Is he?
He's engaged.
Oh.
But whatever. With that being the case, because you know that don't mean nothing. With that being the case, y'all, to reaffirm what he said, he came out with a video. It was like a live or something where he goes, quote, I said what I said, end quote. And then this is what bothers me.
That's the wrong thing to back it up.
This is where my issue comes in. He said that he does not have to, he doesn't have to show y'all anything or prove to y'all anything. He is comfortable in his sexuality. Okay. And we still don't know what that is, sir. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because being comfortable could mean a lot of different things.
Right. But he then goes on to say that homophobia is real in our community. Skirt. So this is the first thing. A man that performs fellatio on another man, then decides he does not want to do that anymore, is bicurious. That is what that is called. They have 1,000 terms. No disrespect. But y'all got 1,000 terms for everything.
And we can appreciate that.
Bicurious. That's what that is. That means you're not a straight man. You got a little wiggle room in there. Okay? So, like, come on. It's not that serious. But yeah, so he goes on to say, like, and my album comes out October 25th.
Sir, we're not buying that album. I don't even want it to be on my Spotify.
Sir, this has been like maybe the 3rd or 4th time that you have done some questionable things. It's okay if you're bisexual. We really don't care. Ain't nobody thinking about doing it.
Came out. That wasn't a good example.
Oh my God. Why would you even say that? Because you know.
What I'm saying is that, okay, take away everything else that came negative with that. People are getting more comfortable with saying that, you know what, I've explored some other things and that's okay. Now, I don't agree with the Malik Yoga in terms of how far he took things, because originally, before we knew all of the bad things that came along with what he said, people were... You had some that were going to be on the fence anyway. Some people you're just not going to change. But for the most part, everybody was just like, well, weird that you wait until now to come out with it. But if that's what you want to do, come out with it. So
I was just annoyed because he has children. He has children that are old enough to understand. And what you did was you came out on social media. Those children have to go to school.
Right.
And they didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. Only when you have children, because those are the people that you are responsible for their mental stability.
Correct.
You are responsible for the way that they take things.
Right.
You should not and be famous and then come out to everybody but your kids. I watched a comedy special with a transgender woman. First of all, as a man, fine. Okay? But with big, huge breasts. Because he has breasts done. Okay. He has children who he is the sole custodial parent. Those children know who he is, what he is, and they love him regardless.
Absolutely. Because those are babies.
Things happen. People change.
Right.
Again, grow up.
Right.
That's kind of been the thing.
See, that's...
What do you think, though? I had to ask. Because you were...
Nico, we would like
Nico, I just want your...
I'm a reverse this. What do you think I think?
What do I think you think?
Yeah.
I think with you being so laid back and so cool, whatever the case is, you're all for people doing whatever it is that they want to do.
But no. Ain't no, I tried it once. I'm trying it again. No, dude. you like it.
You
like
right.
it.
You
No,
liked it after
yeah,
the first one.
like-
Because you did it again.
Yeah, it ain't no, man, I ain't really get the full.
And then
No,
you
I ain't
told
tryna-
everybody.
I ain't trying to hear that. Dude.
That's what
Yeah.
the issue is.
I'm going back for my second trial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
'Cause-
Follow up.
Okay, as women, as a woman,
Okay.
okay, and I am a straight woman, I have never done anything like that. However, I have tried a guy that I should not have tried.
Right.
And I didn't like it, so guess what I didn't do?
Be like, go home. I'm just
Get that out of here.
get thee out of the house.
Right. Remove yourself, sir. I'm not enjoying myself.
Tonight is horrible.
No, I don't want to do this any further. And I stop it there.
No apostrophe.
You see what
No.
I'm saying? But guess what? Guess what most people don't know? That I tried that man that I shouldn't have tried. Don't nobody know that.
Did you try him again?
No.
And then
You
you tried
almost made me
again.
cuss.
If you tried again, you
My-
liked it the first time.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, you can try a piece of
You-
candy.
but you
can't
can't-
try.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can-
but okay, let's relate it to trying a different food. Okay, so
Right.
like when I was younger, I didn't like egg foo young and shrimp fried rice. I didn't like that meal together.
Okay.
But then I was like, well, I'm gonna try it again. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I like it. You know, I like it from a select place.
I don't like egg foo young.
Okay, but I'm just telling you.
I tried
had
it twice though.
I went back and tried it. That's it.
Recently?
So, but now I don't know.
Recently?
I don't know if you can equate like that as far as like with
You can.
the
You
same
can.
stuff, but maybe
But
where that person
you can't
is, so they
read-
like this. I'm
You
gonna try
can't
it
read
again.
trying somebody sexually like that. Just doesn't
Especially when
sound right. Well, I did it with him, and then
Well, I'm just
I went
telling
back
you
and
that
tried
it's,
again.
it's really, 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 really bisexual or gay to do that. That's deep. It's one thing to say I kissed because you were attracted to him. That man could have just been beautiful.
someone tried to. Well,
That's
some-
one thing.
My old friends, they tried to. They was like, "Oh, we're gonna kiss." And I was like, "I don't like."
That's
sex."
because you went to a different kind of school.
No, this happened
Wait.
after we came back. No,
What
not
happened? What happened?
after we came
What
back. But
happened?
like, I think it was so around my 22nd birthday. I had my birthday party. And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna kiss," da, da, da. And I was like, it felt weird to me. That's
Your
how I knew
face.
I was like, I would know. I'm just like, oh, this is nasty, but I didn't like it.
See, okay.
And I don't mind having that revelation because I knew that I didn't want to do that. It was uncomfortable for me from the start. I was just like, then y'all want to do like a fuckaway kiss. I'm like, how you kiss somebody fuckaway?
I see. No, I think everybody has that kind of.
You didn't had a girl trying to get up
Because-
on you because you got all that wagging back there. I know you didn't had a woman trying
I'm
to
just
push up on
gonna
you.
be totally honest. There has been before a rumor that I liked girls because I didn't date nobody that I went to school with in high school, and then when I went to college, I hung out with a lot of gay guys, which in turn, of course, means you meet gay girls and you be
Like,
cool
see
with
what's
them.
up.
I had a situation with actually the very first person I met in college that was a freshman. She had a mama daddy. So me and my mama was laughing and cracking jokes and stuff because we like, ha ha ha. I ain't never seen a mama daddy before. You know, I was young and immature and I didn't know. I'm not being disrespectful.
No,
I
no,
promise.
No, because when you said it, it's like me and Michi looked right at each other like.
I know, but it was hilarious. So it wasn't a big deal, you know. Me and her was like, okay, well, we gonna do everything together because we stay in the same dorm. We just in different rooms.
Right.
One night we went out to the movies. Didn't get back to like 5 o'clock in the morning. It was super late. We ended up having a really good time that night. It was like when Notorious first came out. I'll never forget this. And she was like, I'm too lit to go to my room. I said, okay, well, you can sleep in here, but it's a twin size bed, so you need to sleep on the floor.
Quickly.
Because I got a lot of stuff up here. I've always had a lot of wagon. So she was like, no, I can fit, da 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 da. Okay. I roll over to go to sleep.
Feet to head.
Yeah, no. You're not finna put your nasty feet back. You need to sleep there, and I'm gonna go over here with mine. So, position yourself and get your A in the room, in your own room. It's my room, I paid for. I'm noticing that there is so much touching. and moving. It's one thing if we're touching like this. It's another thing if I feel this kind of thing here going on.
Y'all be like, excuse me, get out of my room.
I just see how calm you was? Nope. I turned up, what the F is you doing? You ain't never even thought about trying it? No.
Sister, ma'am, sis.
No, I didn't know, but I didn't know at the time that she was gay. Okay. I did not know that. And I was just like, I ain't thought about trying anything and I don't like this. You making me feel uncomfortable. Get out. And she tried to kiss me and I whooped her ass all up and through that room. And I'm going to tell you why. You're trying to physically assault me. That is assault. If it was a man, it would be assault. And if it's a woman, it's assault. She grabbed my face. I kicked her dead out that bed and drug her to her room. Everybody came out the room and saw.
I feel like this is a good lead in to our feature song of the night by Chris No Thank You, Lingo. I think old girl thought T knew the lingo, but she didn't.
I don't know. Lingo, what is it?
Man. First off,
it's just, you shouldn't force yourself on anybody at all.
That's first.
And I was always taught that if you feel like somebody forcing themselves on you, whoop their ass.
Our featured artist for tonight is Chris No Thank You with Lingo. Y'all check it out.
This for all the niggas in my inbox with these fake ass opportunities attached to dick. No thank you. No thank you. Look, hell no, I'm not single. Hell no, I don't mingle. Hell no, I'm not getting lucky. Boy, this ain't no bingo. No way. No way. No thank you.
Girl, wait a minute. You said this for a minute.
No way. No thank you. I said, hell no, I'm not single. Hell no, I don't mingle. Hell no, you not getting lucky. Boy, this ain't no bingo. Say the
She got the video coming up.
I already know the lingo.
You should let it work.
I already know the lingo. No, I don't need no new friends. Got enough of them. Niggas, snakes in the grass. I do not fuck with them. Trying to get in where they fit in. Hoping that my nigga fail so they can put they bid in. Look, nigga, I'm not interested. Unless you talking about the business, we can hit it then. All about my Benjamin. Hope you got the dividends. He ain't even trying to spend the ask me what's his budget. But he just trying to fuck me. I'm not, hell no, I'm not single. Hell no, I don't mingle. Hell no, I'm not getting lucky. Boy, this ain't no bingo. No way. No way. No thank you. Fuck nigga, no way. No way. No thank you. I said, hell no, I'm not single. Hell no, I don't mingle. Hell no, you not getting lucky. Boy, this ain't no bingo. Say the small talk, cause I already know the lingo. Lingo. I already know the lingo.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
I'm trying to get all, like, that song was hot.
Yeah.
Chris No Thank you for letting the Blueprint Radio, honey, we love the song.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the video.
Yeah, I like that. It was great. It was really good.
So, you know, it's that special time of the show.
Oh, Lord.
What would you do? This was going to be really short to the point before we hop back into part 2 of our topic from last week. But here we go. My boyfriend and I have been dating for almost 3 years now. He had a girlfriend 7 years prior to dating me. A little over a year ago, I noticed that his ex viewed one of my IG stories. I thought nothing of it, but then it went on for over a year. And it is currently happening daily. My page is public, so I know random people will view my stories, but should I be concerned that he's still talking to her? Or something of that nature. He told me that he does not speak with her and to make my page private. Should I speak to her? Should I just leave it alone? She would have to search my name every time she logs on to IG. Something about it seems very off. It's been going on for 2 years now. What would you do? Now, me personally, we talked on the show about it's okay to block things when you feel like it's no good for you. However, I'm not mad at her for feeling like, okay, why is this happening? Why? Because this is the thing. I don't go on my ex's page watching their stories, liking their stuff. I don't need to engage in that.
Right.
So that's first. But girl, block her. If you don't stop with that, like now her viewing your story every day is affecting you. Sound like that's not a petty block. What, I don't know, T. You finna say something wild. What you finna say?
I'm not gonna say anything wild because I've never had a problem like this before. This is weird to me. I have never been in contact. I'm serious. All of this is weird to me. I don't understand how all of y'all be dating each other and stuff like that, and then the ex somehow finds you and stuff like. How do y'all talk to people that y'all used to date? Why are y'all talking to people that y'all used to date if it's a problem or if it's weird? Why are you looking for who he's with now? I'm gonna tell you the truth. As a woman who has dated men that I felt like it could have worked and I probably could have been nicer. If I go to his page, it's just to see if he's alive because I don't talk to him anymore. And I'm not gonna look for the girlfriend. If I see the girlfriend, I might be happy for her. There is literally one guy that I talked to before that we never got into an actual relationship, and he was going to school to be a civil rights attorney. So yeah, I care about civil rights and stuff like that. I want to see if he made it. I want to see what happened. Every few years, I might go hit it up. I recently saw that he had a baby, and his baby mama is absolutely beautiful. I didn't like the page because I didn't want it to be a problem. Because I know that that's how women think. Y'all care too much. He don't care. He's saying that he's not even talking to her.
Block her. She a bop. You know, like,
right.
I mean, you know how
he like, this ain't
like
even
this.
that serious.
I mean, for one, this is the thing. I'm not letting nothing from nobody's past seep into my present day situation. Be like, baby, he at my house. He doing stuff with me. That's my man.
And I personally would not care. I wouldn't even care enough, honestly, to block her. But
you don't think that's
affecting
weird,
her.
though,
For her, it's affecting her.
But is that not weird?
It is weird.
This
whole thing is strange.
She might be infatuated with you. It might be a tank type of situation. Like, hey, let me try it once. Let me try it.
I mean, you never know because you don't know what kind of relationship he had with her. So he could have had a relationship where they had a girlfriend and stuff like that, and she like, well, I'm kind of interested in trying to get in it. But either way, first of all, I don't promote that because that's a lot of bodily fluid.
See, I'm petty.
Being seeping into each other. It's nasty.
I'm kind of petty now. Like, I would block if it was like extremely uncomfortable, but I would probably be like, hey sis, let me watch your stories back too. Like, I would probably do something. I would
definitely watch her stories.
Watch your stories back, girl, before you block her, okay? You know, just be like, okay, you see me, sis, I see you too.
Y'all be so ready to let something ruin your joy.
From a man's perspective, what would you do?
Why does she care?
Right.
Should I have been a boy? Was this a mistake?
I think you were supposed to be a boy.
Do I need to
like,
reposition myself? What's happening?
It's a boy.
Why is she so bent out of shape? She just looking at your story. I can see if she was like, hey,
in your DM.
Yeah, hey,
or sent you something, pictures with him in the bed. You know, or out
like this be giving that Tank Jill Scott.
Wow, okay.
I see what you did there. You made it funny. No, for real, that was good.
My bad. But no, for real, like, why are you so bent out of shape about it?
Why?
Now I can see if she was like, oh, we used to do that all the time. Then it's like, why did you?
I'll be like, well, sis, now it's me. It's me. I'm here.
But, I mean, you have no reason to even confront this girl.
And then it's really not hard to find her if you post pictures of her and tag her.
All she gotta do is click it.
Yeah, look at his page, look at her page. That's how you do it. It ain't top secret.
And she's not searching your name every time.
Yeah, she probably go back to that same pic.
If you don't have somebody in your friends list, wouldn't you have to go and search them every time?
No.
No, if she's looking at her, well, it don't. Well,
she didn't say she followed her though.
It say IG.
Say she only look at her stories.
So you can follow somebody and
she don't follow her. She say her page is public.
But you can still follow a public page.
You can follow it and not add it as a friend. Is it on IG?
She said on IG. IG stories is a little bit different. If you want to see somebody's page, if you're not following them, you do have to go and type them in every time.
But if it's public.
Not if you've been tagged in somebody else's story. Because she's probably following that guy's story. And he's probably tagging his girlfriend. And she's just like, and it could also be an accident. Because I didn't accidentally watch the story and got an inbox like, hey,
I don't know.
Need you to know. That wasn't no purpose. It rolled over.
Yeah, I don't be wanting to watch some of them stories either. Okay, well, since we gave you your advice, good luck.
I mean, no
stop letting it bend you.
Right? Why do you shouldn't?
Don't let that affect your mental.
This is too much. You giving people too much power over you. That is something very, very minute. The girl isn't even causing a conflict.
Y'all need to be worried about y'all taxes. Shout out to our new sponsor, Tax Strategy.
That's right.
Miss Erica Lamb. Y'all need to be worried about y'all W-2s coming. Did you work enough hours this year, sis? How are you closing out 2019? Get this money. Get a bag, ma'am.
And then you need to worry about if your lips is crusty, because we got the Powder Girl lip gloss as well. And you need to be using MzMetchi's promo code so you can get the 10% off.
And moisturize your skin, sis. It's getting cold outside. Get you some RY's Design Hebrew oil, baby. What
you need it in your life.
I like how y'all did that.
We dropping all the plugs because it's just more stuff as women that we need to be concerned about. I ain't worried about who Anthony, shout out to my husband. I'm not worried about who he used to deal with. I don't care about that. Baby, if you want to watch our stories and make yourself miserable because we over here happy, we eating good, we had pot roast on Saturday. I know how to make it Mississippi style, baby. We eating over here. If you want to watch my story, then look.
Period.
Hey.
Yeah.
We still happy.
Right. We're still having a great time.
Yeah. Okay. We're done.
Over it.
Now, I think that brings us into overall, because we had to wrap up our conversation from last week in terms of talking about letting people go. When is it appropriate or whatever the case is. Like, sometimes we got to let go of people that's not even attached to us, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? Like this particular girl, let it go in your mind. Stop letting these things have a stronghold over your mind, your body, and your spirit. When these people don't matter.
And you know what's funny? With her making that post, it might have caused the argument about nothing. Why she?
You got no girl looking at my record?
Yeah, why she?
You already know. You already know.
She got her own phone, her own phone plan. She paid her own bill. I can't tell her what.
Like a T-Mobile girl.
I can't tell her what to and what not to look at. It's her phone.
It's just not that serious.
No, it's probably not an argument, but it's probably real slick comments like, "Yeah, your little dirty ass ex looking at my
right with her bald head ass."
But then you know that why she looking at it? How do I know?
And he probably answering like that, and it's pissing her off.
Right. She just like this. Slap the Rice Krispies out your hand.
right now. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know I got 6 brothers. You know I got 6 brothers. I call them all over here because I'm not gonna be out here.
I know you out here playing it loud in your car. You just got you get your rims taken off for the season, like
right. You trying to figure out?
Right, you just doing too much.
I had a dream she was in your DMs. Like, oh, okay.
Because you care too much. See, when you start having dreams, this stuff happened and it didn't. And it's not like a manifestation kind of dream. It's not like a positive. It has nothing to do with you. Then 9 times out of 10, you doing too much and you letting somebody take too much power over you. So what? Give her something to see. Every time she look at my babe, boo,
Send her a direct.
Hold her hands.
I had a little Kim stars on both of them.
Right. All kind of stuff. I be super extra. I be super cute on that. Listen, somebody else's misery is not your business. Why do I have to tell y'all what's not yours? All the time?
You trying to claim stuff.
Claim what's yours.
They be like this. Hi, I'm in line to claim things that I don't need. No, sis.
Speaking of claiming things, real quick, just a quick little tidbit. So I told y'all JT was out of jail, right?
Bye. Get out.
Girl, why she claimed that her and Lil Yachty was dating on a live with Tommy Lee. It was terrible, but it happened. It was hilarious. She talking about how Lil Yachty was cheating on her while she was in jail. Didn't hold her down, didn't write no letters, but he answered on the first ring every time she called. And then he was dealing with another woman. Lil Yachty joined the live and was like, hey, listen, that didn't happen. We were not together. We are business partners. We work on music. She was like, that's news to me. Stop claiming stuff that ain't yours.
Let it go. Let it go.
See that?
Because it'll have you out here embarrassed. Like, I mean, you know what? The biggest thing for me was letting go of friendships and letting go of what I perceive to be as friendships. Like, you know, the crazy thing about it is that when I talk to some of like my close people who I'm still very close with now, they like, them wasn't your people. They didn't really rock with you. They had been showing signs of X, Y, and Z, and we told you, but you couldn't see it. Stop being blinded or whatever the case is. Don't let history and nothing, baby. Because now I'm just like this. I don't care how long we knew each other. I don't care how many memories you got with me. It's going to be just that, a memory.
And that's it.
Letting go of things, it is a mental thing that you have to do first. It's a mental thing.
I totally agree. I understand that a lot of people have a hard time because they feel like this is the end.
This person's a part of me.
This is the end.
Right.
You know, when it could be this is the beginning. Because you don't know what this toxic relationship is holding you back from.
That's right.
Some things that I have, because I've been on this spiritual journey trying to, you know, learn new things, new ways to deal with things and stuff like that. Because I don't go to your traditional church or nothing like that.
Okay.
But like I've been finding like a lot of like African proverbs and stuff like that. And I read a lot of affirmations and everything. And you don't know what somebody else's energy is doing to you. It could make you vibrate on a lower frequency where now here's your blessing, but this is where you're vibrating and y'all miss each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here's that success that you want so bad, but you vibrating so low that you can't even get to it. And it's yours. That is yours, not this person.
That's right.
Here you go. Y'all so extra. I can't even.
Nico, do you have anything that you want to add to it before we head out? I've already spoken my piece.
Whatever.
Get your mind and get your emotional together so that you will know and be in touch with yourself to know when it is time to dismiss, when it's time to give people a little bit of time to marinate and get themselves together. Be able to get your mind right so you can discern what is for you or what's not for you, because it all begins with you. Can't nobody treat you bad, drag you through the mud, or do anything unless you give them the power to. That's how I would like to end off that conversation.
I concur 1,000%.
Nico, you got anything you want to add?
No, y'all said everything.
I just want to thank everyone that tuned in. You know, it was a great show tonight having Sierra on.
Yes.
Sierra is also one of our sponsors for the Blueprint Media.
Absolutely.
You know, continuing our mission to bring light to others. I mean, she dropped gems in here tonight. These are the type of guests that we want to bring on and continue to bring to you. We play some exclusive music. We also have to shout out our newest sponsor, Tax Strategy, Miss Erica. She was with us last week. She was with us last week. Definitely letting businesses as well as individuals know how they can maximize within the tax season. Like, please don't be out here flaunting out in these streets and you owe the IRS, boo. That's not cute in 2019, and we definitely don't want to bring that into 2020. So make sure that you reach out to her. Let's start getting some appointments together. Your W-2s is gonna be fresh in January,
okay?
And we want to make sure that we send you to the right person. So that's that. Miss Alana DeVille was slugging. You know, I ain't got my slugging gear on today, but she's dragging a wagon, as Tee would put it. So make sure you go on the website that we'll drop in the comments, because y'all know we come afterwards and we try to interact with everybody. We'll drop that. Use MzMetchi 10 for 10% off of your purchases, as well as Pouty Girl lip gloss. You can get 15% off your purchase if you use MzMetchi Pouty 2. Okay, we'll have all of that details for you. But I mean, you know, Tee, thank you for dropping the tea in our cup. Let them know where they can find you, boo.
I am on all social media platforms as Tee Wit Tha Tea. It is spelled just like it sounds. TeeWittThea. My personal page is Tia_2Chanel on IG. Tia Chanel on Facebook. I also write blogs. That is Tia Chanel Speaks.
Yes.
.wordpress.com. I just wrote a blog about becoming a new mom. Definitely read. If not, if you ain't becoming a new mom, it's too big. There are several really good blogs on there, so definitely check me out. Like, comment, follow, whatever. I definitely like to see your input and what you think.
Nico,
I can't stand you.
Yes, sister.
Nico, let them know how they can follow you. I'm done.
You can find me, Nico Fields, on Facebook, Nico UPCB on Instagram. And if you need a haircut, I know you got a little cousin, little brother, somebody need a haircut.
They lining
Tell
up.
them to call me.
Yeah.
Hit my DM. Be like, what's your line? It's on there, but people don't read. Reading is fundamental. But whatever.
They don't know how to read.
Hit my line. I got you. I got you covered. Any haircut, all haircuts. Got you covered.
I need my haircut.
Well, y'all know me. It's your girl, MzMetchi. On Facebook, I am Demetria MzMetchi. That's MzMetchi Brown. And on Instagram, it's MzMetchi. Make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company. I don't care about you following me. Follow the Blueprint Media Company on Facebook, the BP Media Co. on Instagram. You can also visit our website to not only check out all of our past shows, but to book services, to book any of us as far as for your events. We host, we do pull-ups, we pop out at your party. We are doing coverage for Brand and Bites with Kim Brio and Sosay Media. We get to interview Katie Wilson again afterwards. So this is happening on November 2nd. You all have been seeing the details flowing through the page. So we thank everybody for following us, everyone for tuning in, sharing the show. Anything that you do, you are helping to not only gain exposure for the Blueprint Media Company, but for everyone that we are affiliated with. Yep. And for that, we are thankful. We will be out next week, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be out personally trick-or-treating at the bar.
Yeah, I got a 1-year-old.
That's okay. I'll come afterwards with
She's
the rock.
Be Elmo. So
she gonna be Elmo?
Yes, I got a pink Elmo, and she act like she can't never take it off. All you hear is Elmo all through the house.
Well, we gonna leave y'all with a little bit of Living by Young Thunder.
Young Thunder? I like that.
You don't have a name like Young Thunder, and you ain't, bringing that heat. Packing the fuck out. Thank y'all for tuning in.
We can party, do it all night. Hood nigga.
Why does it sound like